Hey, we're going to bring in Jimmy Smits. Jimmy Smits, guys, bring him into our Zoom right now. You start looking at what Jimmy Smits has been on from LA Law, NYPD Blue, so many different series and projects. I'm going to run down that list. He's also starring in the Heights, and everybody's talking about In the Heights. Jimmy Smits joining us now. Mr. Smits, welcome. It's great to see you again.
Good morning, guys. How's it going? Good to see you again, Ryan.
I mean, I'm liking this regular thing. So I just want to say to people listening, he's from Brooklyn, New York. The guy has been in L.A. Law, right? He started NYPD Blue, West Wing. I'm just writing down your list of credits here. West Wing, some of them. Dexter, Star Wars, Sons of Anarchy. That is a walk through culture right there. It really is.
Totally.
Hey, Jimmy, when you do see people, you're so recognizable, and I know how friendly you are in the wild, in real life. When people see you, what do they most bring up to you in terms of all these different roles you played?
To see, it depends on the decade, and then people, I'll know a lot about the person just by what show they rep. If they're talking about West Wing or Sons or Blue.
Do they ever ask you to reenact anything?
No, not reenact. I remember when you died really well on NYPD Blue.
Could you show us your death scene again? All right. This is really exciting. Lin-Manuel Miranda's project, In the Heights, which has been on the stage for a while. Now it's going to be on the big screen. And the timing of this with the state of California, think about Hollywood, Los Angeles and Hollywood finally opening up after all of this. Talk about the significance of this movie for you and its timing and everything we're going through, Jimmy.
Don't you think it's time, guys? I mean,
yeah,
right? It's like,
yes.
I think people are starved for kind of like, it's not just about huggy and, all of that. I think just being able to share in a communal experience, whether that's, a Broadway theater or a movie theater or church or any, going to see a concert. But and music is the delivery system that we have here in terms of this, what the film offers. And it's all about joy and positivity and looking at this particular neighborhood and this culture, but at the same time, understanding that there are all of these universal themes that every wave that has come to this particular area have experienced, the hopes and the dreams that I think, because we've been in this pandemic and this lockdown, we've had a lot of time to assess not only about medical issues, but so many different social issues, right, Ryan? That you want me to start rattling off the acronyms, but, and I think that makes audiences even more so available because they've had to contemplate that. And I think people really want that connection and openness. And the film is all about joy. So it's a happening thing. Go check it out. I'm proud of it. I really am.
Jimmy plays an overprotective father. Think about that if you're listening. Anybody have an overprotective father? How many?
Oh, yeah.
Probably quite a few.
All of us.
Tell us about Kevin.
Kevin is a small business owner in this particular neighborhood of Washington Heights, who's first generation in this country and, has hopes and dreams of started a small business off and putting it all on his offspring in terms of his daughter, who Nina, who's played by Leslie Grace fantastically in this movie, who's going to Stanford University. And I understand this story from both sides of the coin because having been the first in my family to go to college, and that kind of pressure that's put on you, and as a dad, wanting that thing that people come to this country for, it's like we come here to work hard to have our offspring do better than us, and go through those doors, and all of that. And where's home? Where's home? Is home our culture, or is home here, or is home where I'm going, where I'm going to go to school? What's the whole thing about community?
It's a little bit of all of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Jimmy Smits with us. It couldn't be a nicer guy. The dude has the biggest heart. I really, when we saw you on Live with Kelly and Ryan afterwards, we did that thing where we looked at each other and said, that's a real guy. That is a nice man who deserves all the success that he gets. So continued success. Keep it going, Jimmy. Before we go, Patty wants to ask you one question.
It's not a question, Jimmy, but I just want to share with you
my 10-year-old doesn't think that I'm cool. So whenever I tell him to, that to watch something with me, he's a little annoyed. So I had the opportunity to watch In the Heights here at home a few weeks ago. And I asked my 10-year-old to sit down with me. And at first he was like, oh, I don't want to sit down, Mom, with you. This is going to be really boring. The entire time he did not blink. And I could see his little face, just with a huge smile on his face. And it just felt really good for my 10-year-old, who is a Mexican American, second generation, to see himself on the screen. And it was just a really incredible experience. And I hope that this is not the last time he does this. So thank you so much, Jimmy, to you and the entire cast, and John and Lin-Manuel Miranda for doing this, because there's no better time than right now to share our stories.
Absolutely, Patty. Thank you for sharing that with me. I had a similar experience with my 10-year-old when I sat him down. He was going, Dad, do I really have to watch this thing, West Side Story? Yeah.
You have to.
But why? Because it's like, if you see it, you can believe that you can be it, right?
If you can see it, you can be it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I mean, that image stuck in your son's head, and seeing that, and just like you said, hopefully that's one of many times that he has that image. Jimmy Smits, thank you, brother. Great to see you, my man.
Thank you, Ryan. Thanks so much. Thanks, guys.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, Tanya. Yay, P-Rod.